Hello, Sagittarius. This reading is for the month of August 2020. I hope you're doing well, and I have some good news for you. Because on the 18th, there's a gorgeous fire moon in Leo. It's a new moon, and it's trine Aries. Actually, Mars in Aries. So you should be feeling fabulous, full of energy, and inspired around the 18th. This is a good shift, and take advantage of it. And make sure you go out and have a really good time, okay? All right, let's see what the Cosmic Messenger has to say to you today. Ooh, lots of energy right in the middle, and a lot of good energy. It's always a really good omen to have the Magician in your reading, and to have the Magician and the Fool next to each other. This is all about fresh, new, exciting paths, projects, relationships. There's nothing stagnant here. And if I combine this with that moon I'm talking about, that new moon on the 18th, I really think you should be feeling better than you have in a while. You know, it's interesting because while this energy is approaching, it's actually, you know, the magical energy of the Magician is already here, and the fresh, clean energy of the Fool is just about here. You actually still have the anxiety card inside of you. So I don't know what's going on for you, what you're worried about. I know there's actually quite a bit to be worried about right now, but I just want to reassure you that whatever your worst fear is, it's not going to materialize. And not only that, but you've got some amazing energy approaching here. So let's talk about this little trilogy here of the Magician, the Fool, and the Ace of Cups. This is all about new. And this specifically, if you are someone who's been really wanting to get in a relationship and you've been single for a while, this really is a good omen for bringing a new relationship in. Now you may have to be the one to take the first step, but I will tell you, the universe has your back, so don't be afraid, okay? Don't let your anxiety stop you from, you know, taking a risk for happiness. You know, the Fool always jumps without a guaranteed outcome. So there is just this message here saying, you know, especially for those of you who, when I look at this, I know some of you have had a hard time with probably a primary relationship in the past while, or maybe you're feeling disconnected right now. This is right now. This is a card really showing that some of you are feeling maybe a little empty for whatever reason, or lonely. This is like the exact opposite energy of this that is approaching. So that's probably why you have this anxiety card here. But please, you know, where thoughts go, energy flows. So really try and be, you know, forward thinking and hopeful, because what's done is done and it cannot be undone. I mean, that's the one truth in life. I mean, even me sitting here starting this reading 5 minutes ago, that's done now, right? Like 5 minutes ago is done. It will never come back. And that's true of situations we've been in, relationships we've been in. For some of you, maybe you're having to make a job change, or you're doing it out of your own volition. Either way, the better path is to be, you know, looking towards your bright, beautiful future rather than what you wish was happening. Definitely this outcome card is really a great card. It's the non-codependent card. It's also somebody who has really done a good job of making good decisions in difficult situations and is now in a great place that they can be proud of. This is where you're headed by the end of this month. This is your jumping off point. So if we're talking about relationship, this is really, like I said, if you're one of the Sages who had a difficult time in the last while with love or another, important relationship, this bodes well for learning a lesson that was needed to be learned and moving forward on stronger ground, especially when it comes to you, your own internal strength, and going for what you want. If we're talking more about work or projects, this really oftentimes is someone who transitions into working for themselves. It's an entrepreneurial card. Not necessarily, but oftentimes it is. And it really shows that you can be proud of, the troubleshooting you've done and the work you've done. This is great for, like I said, this reading is just great in terms of moving to new territory and more stable ground. So I hope this gave you some information that you find useful for this time period. I will definitely be checking in with you next month. And until then, please stay safe. And like I said, around the 18th, have a great time. It's good energy for you, Sag. Okay, bye-bye.